What's up, you guys? I'm here with a new video today, and I'm here to bring you guys kind of like a different type of video, kind of a personal video. This video is going to be my top 10, I guess, most precious, like most treasured sets of Yu-Gi-Oh cards that I own. A lot of people over the years have wondered, we know how many cards you've had in the past. We know you've sold a lot of cards. We know that you have certain cards that have meaning, and this has been something that's been requested actually for a couple of years, and it never really came to fruition until now. And I was going through my stuff a couple days ago, and I thought, I'm gonna finally bring this video to you guys now that I'm back for good. And I think you guys will really enjoy this video because there's a story behind all the cards that I feature here. Obviously, it's not going to be a top 10 like single card thing. It just didn't work out like that, but it's definitely going to be something that I think you guys will enjoy. So I will get into it with my top 10 most precious sets / cards in Yu-Gi-Oh! And the reason why they're that important to me. So let's start with number 10. These don't really have a particular order. These are just the way I kind of decided to kind of just tell the story. So I'm going to start with these three. This starts for number 10. The 3 original Magnet Warriors that came in the Duelist of Roses video game. And you guys might wonder, why is this relevant? Well, I never played Duelist of the Roses. I didn't own a PlayStation 2. These Alpha, Beta, and Gamma Magnet Warriors were sent to me by a subscriber in the mail a couple years ago. And I believe it was around the time it was almost my birthday, and they had them enclosed in a top loader, and it said like "Happy Birthday, Slim" to the best Yu-Gi-Tuber, etc. And I was just so touched by that because people would send me cards in the mail to sign, and sometimes they would send me cards to keep, and it was just the fact that these were the original Magnet Warriors, and it was like, wow, someone thought of me that much to actually send me these, and I've held on to them. I don't know if they're still a subscriber of me today since I've been gone for a long time, but if you do see this video, bro, I really appreciate it, and I held on to these, so thank you for that. These are just always going to stay with me because they're just, they're just a memory from a loyal subscriber. So yeah, so my original Yu-Gi Magnet Warriors from Duelist of Roses is number 10. Next, we have a Constellar Ptolemy M7. This is the M7 I've used in many decks. Now, people are wondering why. What the hell? Why would that card be relevant? This card is relevant because my really good friend Jeff, aka Sensaker, if you see this video, I don't know if you're going to watch this video, but if you do, he bought me this when I couldn't get one to save my life. He straight up just got me this card so that I could finish, I believe at the time I was playing Dragunity Rulers, or I was playing some version of Dragon Rulers, and he got me this card. I couldn't get it, no matter what I tried. I didn't have enough trade power, I didn't have anything, and he straight up just bought me this, and I've used it ever since, and it's just something, it just means a lot to me because a good friend of mine helped me out just out of nowhere when no one else would, and I just love this card. I think the art is amazing and it's original, and it just made me so happy. So this definitely had to make my top 10 list. So Ptolemy M7, gotten for me by my really good friend Sensaker. Number 8, Card Trooper. Original Card Trooper from, what is it? I think it's the Duelist Pack 3. I guess that's Duelist Pack Jaden. I actually don't remember. But this is original Card Trooper, and this is not from years and years and years ago. I actually got this probably a couple months ago. My brother Jerry sent me this card in the mail when I was working on Infernoids. And the fact that he got original Card Troopers was just so nostalgic for me because back in Troop Dupe Scoop format years and years and years ago, I did have 3 Card Troopers, and as the formats changed, I got rid of them, and then Card Trooper got reprinted a billion times. But the fact that I finally, once again, owned an original Card Trooper just had so much meaning to me. Just because I remember how much I loved this card back then, and just to have it again and just remember what it was like to own a Card Trooper when it was one of the most sought after cards in the game and one of the hardest cards to pull. It will always have a great memory for me, and it's a card I'll always keep. And if I do find a way to make Infernoids work again, I am working on it. This will probably be a card that I include just for the nostalgic reasons and for the fact my brother sent it to me. So yeah, so original Card Trooper from Duelist Pack 3. Next, we have, I said this was going to be a lot of single cards. You guys will see towards the end, it really isn't. Next, we have a Duel Terminal 7 Honest. And a lot of people, like every single one, you're wondering why? So this Duel Terminal Honest was gotten from me on the spot. But my good friend Nima, he literally put $1 into the Duel Terminal, he pulled an Honest, and he gave it to me. He said, here, you can have it. And you would think, how is that relevant? I have used this Honest in pretty much any light-based deck that I have built over the last couple of years, whether it be Boojins, whether it be Lightsworn Rulers, whether it be Satellar Knights. I've always used this Honest, even though I only have one Duel Terminal, and then like when Honest came to 2, I had to put a comment or whatever. And it's the fact that he got me this card, and it has brought me so much luck whenever I've played it. When I played Lightsworn Rulers, a lot of times I would draw, and it would just be a blowout. The card was nuts. Of course, in Boojins, it was a blowout. And this card just has meaning to me because a really good friend got it for me. So that's like the whole premise with this, is that a lot of friends have gotten me these cards over the years, and they just, you know, I've kept them, and I don't know if they actually know that, but they have stayed relevant for me over all these years. So yeah, so this is a Duel Terminal. I don't know if you guys can see, yeah, you guys can kind of see the Duel Terminal art. Duel Terminal 7 Honest. Okay, next we have a Cyframe Lord Omega. This card's a little more relevant now. People are wondering why. It's simple. My brother Jerry sent me this. He actually is responsible for sending me my second copy so that I could play 2 in my Infernoid deck. And it's just the fact that at the time when this card was climbing to like $50 or whatnot, he was able to pick extras up and was able to send me a second one so that I could play it. It's just because I love this card so much, and if I play extra deck Monarchs, I'm definitely playing this one, just because of the recycle recursion that you can do with it. Just an amazing card. I love the card, and the fact that you know, he went out of his way to get me a second one is just, you know, is very, very, very meaningful to me. So yeah, so Cyframe Lord Omega. Okay, now I think we're getting down here. Let's see, where are we at? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we're getting to number 5. So, free Stratos is all I can say. This is my Duel Terminal Elemental Hero Stratos. I know I don't have the Pharaoh's Tour one. I don't have the Ultra Rare one. I used to have the Ultra Rare one. I love this one though. The reason why, my good friend Rob Loa, who part of Team Jobber, when we went to Worlds in 2013 in Vegas, he gave me this card. I saw it in his binder. I said, man, I always wanted a Duel Terminal Stratos just because I had Duel Terminal aliases, and on the spot he just gave it to me. I don't know if you remember this, bro, but I have kept this in my binder ever since then. It finally came out for this video, and I'm just waiting for the day that Stratos comes back so I can play heroes just like everybody else. And this will be the Stratos I play because it's a Duel Terminal Stratos from Duel Terminal 3, and I just love it. It's just, I've always loved Duel Terminals, so the fact that I have one is just awesome. So yeah, so definitely Duel Terminal Stratos from my good friend Rob Loa makes it into the cut. Next, now we're gonna get down to the nitty gritty. That's right, 3 Jurek Guaibas, Duel Terminal Jurek Guaibas. For those of you that know, I love Dino Rabbit. I had the most success with Dino Rabbit. Dino Rabbit made me love the game so much, and Duel Terminal Jurek Guaibas were something I wanted forever. Since I saw Joe Girolando play them, since I profiled Joe and got to actually see his Rabbit cards, you know, for the first time, like really up close, and see that he had Jurek Guaibas that were Duel Terminal, and that a lot of duelists had Jurek Guaiba as Duel Terminals. I just always wanted them, and at one regional, one of my really good friends was able to hook me up with these, and it just made my day. I had to have them. They were something I just had to have, and even though Dino Rabbit isn't relevant right now, there may come a day where we can play it, or I can just build it for fun for old school formats, and it's just the fact that I have them Duel Terminal that just makes me so happy because I just love them. I just love Jurek Guaiba. I thought it was just an amazing card. I've had, you know, a lot of mixed emotions with this card, just because in the beginning I wasn't so sure if it was the best card. Then through testing I saw it was, and then I'd cut it, then I put it back. But at the end of the day, I'm glad I still ran Jurek Guaiba, and I'm so just happy to have Duel Terminal Jurek Guaibas. So yeah, so Jurek Guaiba definitely in my top, I believe it's my top 4 right now. So that was number 4. On to, what is this? This will be number 3. The 4 Dragon Rulers. They're not just any Dragon Rulers, though. The Tin Dragon Rulers. And not just that, but they're the European ones that my really good friend Justine got for me. She literally just gave me these one day, and it was just awesome. I had, you know, even though the rulers were at 1 and the rulers eventually got hit, it was the fact that I had a copy of each. You know, a European version, which looks so much better. They're so much darker. They look just so beautiful. And it's just the fact that even though these behemoths should probably never come back into the game, the fact that they may one day, or even if they come back one at a time in different decks, I have them. And I've always loved Dragon Rulers. I know a lot of people hate Dragon Rulers. That's fine. But I love the format personally. And I just really like to have, you know, the 4 rulers sitting here for the day that they come back. So yeah, so definitely my 4 European dragon rulers. We're getting to number 2. This one's for you, Gage. My 3 gold Gravekeepers Spies. Not supers, not commons, not ultra rares or anything. My 3 gold Gravekeeper Spies are the only Gravekeeper Spies I will ever use in Gravekeepers. I'm sorry. The reason why is these were given to me. I've said this many times in Gravekeeper deck profiles. These were given to me by a really good friend of mine who doesn't play the game anymore. His name was Mike Remus, and he topped YCS Anaheim. I believe it was the year that Angel Flores won. And when he quit, he gave a good friend of mine his box, and he gave me these spies, and I promised him that no matter what, I'd always hold on to them, and that I would always use them for whenever the time Gravekeepers would come back, or if it ever became a tribute engine again. And I've kept my word. I love these spies so much. You could offer me super spies, and I'd tell you no. You could offer me Italian super spies or whatever, any kind of language, and I'd still tell you no, because these spies just have a lot of meaning to me. He was a really good friend of mine, and he helped me get better at the game when I was working really hard on Rabbit. And it's just the fact that I have these, and that these were the spies that he had when he played Gravekeepers, they just have a lot of meaning to me. So this is my number 2, my Gravekeeper Spies that I got from my really good friend Mike Remus. If you ever see my videos, bro, I hope you see this, that you know that I still got them and I've taken care of them all these years. So, and now number 1, this is probably going to come as no surprise to everybody, but my 3 rescue rabbits, Larry, Mo, and Curly. This just comes as no surprise. I've said it a billion times here on this channel. I loved Dino Rabbit. I loved the deck. I just loved it. Any deck that I could play Rabbit in. I even loved the Evil Sworn just for the fact that I could play my bunnies again. These 3 rabbits have gone around the world with me through all my travels, through, you know, every event I ever played Rabbit at, every regional I ever played Rabbit at, every locals I ever played Rabbit at, every like Rabbit related game. These were my 3 bunnies, and they just have always been my favorite card in Yu-Gi-Oh! Ever since they came out. And people don't know, but my really good friend Sergio, back when we were on a team together, he actually hooked me up with the deck for just an absurd price. It was just absurd at the time, because Dino Rabbit was just climbing the charts as one of the best decks, and these were the rabbits that were in it. I've never gotten rid of them. I've kept them. I've kept basically the whole Rabbit deck from the beginning, from when I first got it and I first profiled it, and these bunnies will always just have meaning to me. They're my 3 bunnies. They're my 3 rescue rabbits, and if the time ever comes that I can play the deck again, I will definitely, be playing these guys. I've never had a card that really, a deck really that really made me want to play the game. And I guess realizing that I was like kind of an anti-meta kind of stun player made me realize, Rabbit was just my thing. And even though Rabbit's not relevant anymore, it's just the fact that these bunnies, I reminisce about all the events we've gone to, all the plane rides we've been on, all the security checks these bunnies have gone through and never gotten stopped, never gotten pulled over and asked to, check my deck box or check anything. But we've been around the world together, and it's just, just a great feeling. So yeah, I know that sounds a little cheesy, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video of the top 10 most precious sets of cards to me. Again, my rabbits, my Gravekeepers Spies, my 4 Dragon Rulers, my 3 DT YGOLyfes, my DT Stratos, my Cyframe Lord Omega, my DT Honest, Original Card Trooper, Ptolemy M7, and my 3 Magnet Warriors. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give me a thumbs up if you did. Let me know if there's any other top 10s you'd like to see. People told me top 10 vanillas. Oh, that's coming. Caboozles all day. I hope you guys enjoy this, and I will be having a lot more content coming, of course. The format is now in session, and I'm working on Monarchs, of course. I'm almost decided I might go to the extra deck route just because of videos I've seen. In theory, I've heard about how the deck is starting to become superior to the non-extra deck version. So that'll be something I'll be seeing. I wasn't able to go to locals yesterday, so I don't have a locals report, but I will be going next week, and I just want to make sure that I keep bringing you guys good content. So if there's anything you guys want to see here on the channel, let me know, and I will see you guys in the next video. Let me know what your top 10 favorite card, your top 10 most precious cards are in Yu-Gi-Oh! And why. Tell the story behind them. That's the whole thing, is these cards tell a story, and I think that's the best part about this game, is that you can tell a story through the cards, and they can have meaning to you, and you can reminisce back on why they had so much meaning to you. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed it. Give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching.